Hello and welcome to Caithness Biscuits, the home of Scottish baking, artisan biscuits, shortbreads, oatcakes and some classic confections. My name is Stuart McConaughey and I have been in baking my whole life, man and boy. That is a tale to tell. You can find out more about our family history on the website. You are always welcome to visit, but given the distance, we appreciate it as a long way to come. With that in mind, I'm going to give you a factory tour with a little bit of history about both the company and my own personal journey to this point. Since 2009, we have added to our equipment, increased production and employed more staff. We have all the facilities needed in a modern food manufacturing unit. Everything from staff areas and hand washing facilities to our own little laundry for staff uniforms. Let me tell you how it all began. There was a time when I ran a full service bakery, but I moved on from that for health reasons. I am not as young as I was. So when I came back into the industry, I decided to focus on biscuits. Everyone enjoys a biscuit or an oatcake. My father used to bring home these tasty morsels and I have nothing but good memories. So I started with my father's baking diaries, these discoloured dog-eared books stained with dough and buttered fingers. I used his experience with some added twists of my own, and I think we have managed to capture some of the magic of those childhood memories. Good baking starts with good ingredients, so I looked to Orkney for the creamy butter of my childhood. This is butter like it used to be, not too salty, with the smooth consistency and rich yellow colour. You can taste it in our finished product. Like the butter, I wanted local ingredients where possible, so we take oats from the fertile soils of Aberdeenshire. We add flour, sugar and some special touches that balance these traditional recipes, bringing them right up to date for the modern consumer. Let's look at the factory, starting at the beginning. All production starts in the weighing room. The dry ingredients are sifted to remove any lumps or impurity. It also adds air to the dry ingredient, making for a lighter crumb in the finished product. This is an important part of quality control process, as all ingredients pass through the first stage of metal detectors. Do you know, we have never found anything other than the pieces we put in to check it is working. From the weighing, we move to the mixing stage. We have a range of different machines depending on what we are producing. The operator monitors the mixer to ensure the right consistency. The ingredients are progressively added to the mixer until we get to the finished dough. From the mixer, the dough is transferred to the relevant cutting or moulding machine, depending on whether we are producing biscuits, shortbread or oatcakes. It's here that the dough is rolled to the correct thickness and cut into the required shape and dropped onto baking trays. The trays are stacked in racks ready for the oven. Whilst much of our production comes off the machines, there are still a few lines that we produce by hand in the traditional way. From here we go to the ovens. I have been in baking for much of my life, and even now when the oven doors open and release the sweet buttery aroma of shortbread or the hearty wholesome smell of baked oats, I am right back to my days as a youngster, watching my father ply his trade, and probably getting in the way. As the product comes off the trays, it is test weighed and transferred to plastic inserts. These are placed in the flow wrapper. This machine wraps the product in film and heat seals it. The conveyor from the flow wrapper transfers the product onto the metal detector belt, and an operative collects the stock at the other end and stores in baskets. We produce a quality product, and that quality must also be reflected in our packaging and presentation. We can package from single or duo packs for the hospitality industry, gift packs for the gift and souvenir market, or retail shelf packs for the national retailers. The fully wrapped products are boxed manually, in keeping with the customer's requirements, for example shelf-ready packaging. These boxes can be opened with ease and placed on a shelf with the product facing the customer. Finally, the boxes are prepared for transportation, either by haulier or courier. Pallets are built and wrapped before being forklifted onto the vehicles. This factory meets and exceeds all the standards required for national retailer accreditation. We are committed to the highest standards of hygiene. We have quality control processes and can provide complete traceability for every product that leaves this facility. That is Caithness Biscuits. Next time you see one of our products, be it a pack on a shelf in Tesco, a gift box in a gift outlet such as Brodie Country Fair, or even the snack you enjoy with your coffee as you travel by ferry over the Pentland Firth. You may remember a little bit of the story that lies behind Caithness Biscuits.